Alright, so today we are doing a review of what we talked about yesterday, which was comparing fractions. You guys did really well with it, so this should be fairly easy for you. So remember that when we are comparing numbers or fractions, we use our comparing symbols, which is greater than, less than, and equal to. And remember that the big number always goes on the side that's open, and the small number goes on the small side, okay? Obviously, if it's equal, then both numbers are the same. So when we compare fractions, remember that we start with our denominators, and we need to check if our denominators are the same. So if these are our two fractions, we need to check that these numbers are the same. They are, so we don't have to worry about them, so we can cross them off. Now, when the denominators are the same, then we look at the numerator, which is the number at the top. So we are looking here to see which number is bigger, 1 or 2. We know that 2 is bigger, so our sign goes like that, okay? So just to practice what we did, first we're going to see what the fraction is. So remember, the bottom number is how many pieces there are all together. So there are 3 in this one and 3 on this one. And then we want to see how many slices we have of pizza. So we have 1 slice in this one and 2 in this one. So which one is more? Is pizza A or pizza B more? So 3 is the same, so we don't worry about that one. So we're looking at the top numbers only, 2 and 1, and we know that 2 is bigger. Okay, let's try some cookies now. So first, we see how many pieces we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. And then how many pieces of cookie do we have in cookie A? 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4 in cookie B. So what do we have now? Which cookie has more cookie? Which cookie would you want to eat? Like, you can look at the pictures and you can already see that this one, cookie B, is bigger than cookie A. It's much bigger. All right, now we have our chocolate bar, and we have 1, 2, 3 parts. Oops. So 3 parts in both. Chocolate bar A has 1, chocolate bar B has 2. Which chocolate bar would you rather eat? 1 or 2? Probably 2, because it has more pieces. All right, so now we're just going to have a quick look and see which one is bigger. You don't have to write these down, obviously, this is just practice. So I want you to think of which sign goes in these boxes in the middle. So just think about it in your head. Which one is bigger, okay? So that's question 1, question 2, question 3, and 4. So which one is bigger in number 1? Is it A or B? Okay, and then you remember to put the sign in as well. So just in your head, hopefully you've done this sign. Okay, let's look at number 2. Which one has more, A or B? Hopefully you put B, so it's this sign. Then for number 3, we have which one is bigger, A or B? You're right, hopefully you put A is bigger. And for the last one, number 4, okay, which one has more? Is it A or B? And it's A. So you can just look at it, just looking at the pictures, okay? We're gonna try more pictures. So let's have a look and remember, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. A and B. So again, same thing. You don't have to write this down. You just have to think of what the answers are in your head. Which one is bigger? Which one has more, A or B? Hopefully you put B. Which one has more, A or B? Obviously A, because it's all colored. What about number 3? Which one has more? A has more. There's 3 colored pieces. B has 2. And number 4, which one has more, A or B? And again, B has more, okay? So now we are going to be looking at the numbers. So this is practice for our numbers. So remember that when the denominators are the same, so those are the same, those are the same, those are the same, those are the same, we only have to look at the number at the top. So which one is bigger for number 1? Is it 3 or 2? Which number is the biggest number? It is 3. And for number 2, what number is the biggest? Is it 2 or 1? 2, good. And for number 3, which one is bigger? 4 or 1? 4 is bigger. And which one is bigger for number 4? Is it 7 or 6? 7 is bigger. Good job. Okay, let's try a few more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to check the denominators first, because if those are the same, they're all the same. You don't have to worry about it. You only have to look at the number at the top. So which one is bigger, 3 or 2? 3 is bigger. Which one is bigger, 2 or 1? 2 is bigger. Which one is bigger, 3 or 2? 3, good. And which one is bigger, 1 or 3? 3 is bigger. Perfect. Great job, guys. So your job today is just to complete page 90 and 91 in your math practice and homework book, okay? You are going to do exactly kind of what we did already. So I'm going to go through each question with you. So for number 1, all you're going to do is put in your equal, bigger than, greater than, smaller than signs, okay? So you're going to use Larry, Gary, and Eary, all right? And you're just going to put in, looking at the pictures, you're going to see which one is bigger, okay? So if we looked at number 1A, I can see by this one that this one is smaller, so I'm going to have this fraction, okay? That's all you're writing. I don't know why this other line is there. That's just weird. Let's write it again. Okay? And for number 2, you are going to draw a picture. So maybe you have 2 squares, okay, and you've cut them into 4. Then you're just going to color in however many. So you're going to have one that has 3, one that has 4, and that's going to show me you don't have to do anything. You can draw the sign if you want. Okay, so for number 1 on page 91, you are actually going to draw the shapes into the grid. So you are going to have to figure out, 1, how to draw them. So if we looked at, let's say, number 1, we could do 5 and 5. So remember, we have to cut it into 5 parts. So if I did something like, oh, this is not going to work out. You guys might have to do this without an example, because I don't know if I can make it work. Okay, let's try this. All right, so there's my 5. Okay, and you can draw this one as 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need one more line. 5. So there's my 2 5s. Please draw it nicer. And then I'm going to color in 4 parts and 3 parts. Why is this line doing this? Okay, and then you're going to tell me which one is bigger, 4 over 5 or 3 over 5, okay? Number 2, so please just use the grid to draw. You might have to get creative, but you just do your best work, okay? Number 2 is a word problem. So you need to figure out who did more time doing chores, okay? Was it Jared or Sylvia? You're going to draw a picture to show. So, and then you're going to write down their name, obviously. So you could have 6 boxes, okay? And 6 boxes, and then you just color in. Obviously, we know how to do that. We've been practicing. And then for number 3, which is the last question that you have to do, because remember, this one is bonus. Stretch your thinking is always bonus. Then all you have to do is put in the sign. So again, check the denominators. If they're the same, then you're just figuring out which one of the top 2 numbers is bigger and putting in the sign, okay? So if we looked at 7 and 3, 7 is bigger, and that's it, okay? So that is all of the work that you have to do today. Tomorrow we're going to do a review of everything that we've learned, so that way you can be prepared for our quick Kahoot check-in on Thursday. All right, so I look forward to seeing your page 90 and 91 in your math practice and homework book.